Your couch flipping business will fail if you do not know these numbers. And in today's video, I will be breaking down the most important metric that you need to know if you want to be at all successful with couch flipping. And so many beginner couch flippers simply do not even track their numbers, or they just don't have accurate data to look at. So they're tracking their numbers completely incorrectly. And what I want to start with is the top 3 numbers or metrics that break this whole thing down. And at the end of the video, I'm going to be explaining what this number is and how it is so vitally important to your couch flipping business. So, the first thing that you need to know is your average sale price. And how you calculate this number is by totaling up all of the couches that you have sold recently or that you will sell in the next month and get the average number of all of those order amounts. So whatever you sold your couches for, you need the average number of all of your couches from the previous month, or maybe you're starting couch flipping, so from this up and coming month, total that up and get your average sale price. So this is super important because this is the beginning of everything else. And the next is your variable expenses. This is the second number that I need you guys to track. And for this one, it's going to be more of an estimate. This, you can get an average sale price that is pretty accurate. However, for this one, it's going to be more of a very, very calculated estimate. And the reason why is because when it comes to variable expenses in the couch flipping industry, you're going to consider things like your gas. You're going to consider things like the cleaning supplies and repair that you used for that particular couch, right? You're going to estimate maybe if you have a buddy that's helping you out, what are you paying your buddy per couch on average, right? So you're going to calculate your variable expenses, okay? So these are important to know. The next thing is your contribution margin. And what this is a more specified version of your gross profit. So your gross profit is simply your revenue. So it's your revenue minus your cost of goods sold, right? That equals your gross profit. Okay? So how much you made for that couch, how much did the total order amount bring in, minus what you paid for it would be your gross profit. Okay? So this is basically a more specific version of your gross profit. It's not only including what you paid for it, which would be the cost of goods, but it would also be your variable expenses. So you need to factor in all of your variable expenses into this equation in order to get your contribution margin. And I'll explain why this is important to get the end goal, which is this here, the break-even point. But for the contribution margin, you need your variable expenses. So for me, since we do have cleaners, we have a driver, I have to factor in labor. And the labor for pickup, delivery, and cleaning the couch is probably like $80 altogether. And specifically, it would be for picking up and delivering it, an estimate of $60 for the labor. For the cleaning labor specifically, it would be like another $60 because that's on average 3 hours per couch cleaning. That kind of adds up. So that's what I estimated. And then you can throw like $25 for gas, depending on how far you drive. Maybe it's a little further. Maybe a lot of your pickups and deliveries are a lot closer, so maybe it's a little less. But I estimated about $25 for my gas. Then I threw in like $10 for like cleaning supplies, or maybe it was like $15 for cleaning supplies, cleaning chemicals, and other things that you might need to restore the couch. However, for us, it's really just the cleaning chemicals. That's why it was so low. If you really invest into buying more products and repairing the couch, and doing other things to the couch, then that might be a little bit higher for you. Just depends what you're working with. But that's what I estimated for ours, just to give you guys an idea. So again, for the variable expenses, I think what I left out, no, I mentioned gas was about 25 bucks. So gas, labor, for you guys, if you're beginning, you probably don't have labor, so you don't have to worry about that. But gas, labor, cleaning supplies, and repair. So those are the things that you guys need to consider. And then you can even do like truck wear and tear. You can factor in as well, like maintenance on your truck. However, that's getting like way too specific. You want to keep it as simple as possible. So I would factor in what the hard variable costs are, meaning what's directly hitting your bank account as soon as you pick up the couch. You know, that probably is labor, that's gas, stuff like that. So remember that your gross profit is your revenue minus your cost of goods, and that is your gross profit. And the difference between these two is that this is just a way more specified version of your gross profit. Technically, your gross profit would be this, but in the couch flipping industry, it's just so hard to calculate and factor in all these little specific things. So that's what we're doing with the contribution margin. And this what contributes to your rent and your fixed expenses, which we'll get into next. So that's why it's called contribution margin, because it's what's left that contributes to your fixed expenses, right? That would be like storage unit costs. That would be like insurance on your truck. And that is the next thing. So you have your contribution margin is going down here. So now we're in the middle of the chart, right? Now, the next thing you want to do is calculate your fixed expense. This is going to be things like the insurance, like I just mentioned, right? What are you paying every month for your storage unit? Maybe you have a warehouse. Whatever it is you're paying every single month and it stays the exact same month over month will be your fixed expenses. And I want you to grab all of these expenses and total it up into one monthly fixed expense number. And that could also be like subscriptions. Maybe you have a website and it's a monthly cost for that. Maybe you use an editing software for social media content. Factor that in. That's a monthly cost for your business. So that would go into fixed expenses. Really be sure you guys calculate everything so that you can get an accurate fixed expense number, because this is going to be very important. Now, we have our contribution margin. We have our fixed expense margin. What we're going to do is take your fixed expense total. For me, it's like $2,200, around that. And we're going to divide that by your contribution margin, okay? So for me, my contribution margin is 50%, which would be 50% of our average sale price. And it's like 417 bucks, something around there. And that would be our contribution margin. So you're going to divide these, and that is going to leave us with the break-even point. Now, you're probably wondering, well, what the fuck does this have to do with anything? And how is this going to make me more money? And why do these numbers matter? And why is it so important to know your numbers in business? This is exactly why. What we're calculating here is the break-even point. What is the break-even point? The break-even point is the number of flips that you get to where once you get to that number of flips, all of your expenses are covered for the month. So anything after that is pure profit. That's why the break-even point is so important. Because if you know that number for your business, then you know the number of flips that you just need to get to every month to break even. And then from there, the earlier you can get to this point, the earlier you can get to this number of flips, the better. Because from there, everything else that you sell after the fact will be pure profit. That is why it's so important. So important to know this number. Because if you hit your break-even point 20 months into the month, and then only for the last 10 days you are in pure profit zone, that's not that good, right? Especially if it's like 10 days, 5 days, Like you only have 5 days to make profit. You only have 5 days to sell couches and make pure profit from all those couches. You want your break-even point to be as quick as possible into the month. So it is a 30-day cycle for every month. And this is why I always say, once a new month starts, it's a fucking race to sell as many couches as possible because you want to be at the break-even point as quickly as possible. Because from there, everything else is just profit. So I hope that makes sense on why this is so fucking important to understand and calculate in your business, because it will make you more money just by knowing the numbers. And think about it. If you were to hit your break-even point a week into the month, you will have 23 days to just make pure profit, just make cash. So know your break-even point. Know your break-even point. This is so important. Now, I have a bonus tip, okay? This is going to really help because calculating this and getting all these individual numbers is complicated. I myself think it is complicated, right? And at the beginning of this business, I knew nothing about all these numbers, but I had to learn over time. And if you don't learn, you will not be successful in this business, nor will you be in any business, because you have to know your numbers. And honestly, it's just a whole math equation. But the bonus tip I want to leave you guys with, because like I said, it's hard to calculate. How am I going to calculate this? How am I going to track my data so I know things like my average sale price? How am I going to track all of my data so I know things like my fixed expenses, right? How am I going to track this every month? Well, I am going to give away the sales tracker that I use that does cost money, and that is Ivy Flip. So not only is this a sourcing tool, and by the way, I'm not getting paid from them. This is just what I use. I just wanted to include it as a bonus tip because I know that that's something a lot of beginners struggle with. How are you going to track your sales, track your data? This is what I use, Ivy Flip. So that is the video. And if you are looking to start couch flipping or you're looking to scale your couch flipping operation, grab a call with me in the description and I will personally hop on a call with you to see if you're a good fit for my one-on-one coaching program.